Today I want to talk about deodorant. I am a big proponent of natural deodorant, similar to my beauty standards. I like wearing clean beauty when I can, and I'm the same when it comes to deodorant. A little bit of TMI, but anytime I don't wear clean deodorant, there's this one pore or piece or whatever of my underarm that always gets clogged and like a cyst kind of starts to form. It's bizarre and it's so weird. Like I actually just got, I'm not gonna show it to you just because I don't want to like badmouth any brand, but I got this incredible deodorant that I thought was natural. Turns out it wasn't, and this like cyst or this like hardening, I don't know, this buildup in my pore where I always used to get it before came back within like 2 or 3 weeks of using this. And so it just proved once again that I'm not crazy, and that for me personally, I really need to wear natural deodorants. And I've talked to my friends a lot about it because I've tried so many different kinds of natural deodorants, just because, let's be honest, some are really good and some are really bad. Across the board, the ones, my dog playing in the background, honestly, the ones that work best for me, once again, this is a personal thing, but I'd really be interested to hear if you all agree or if you've had similar successes. I did like a really big deep dive on a lot of the ingredients in some of my favorite natural deodorants, and it seems that things that really made a difference were when a lot of essential oils were being used, a lot of starches, charcoal in Piper Way, which is one of them. So I'm gonna go through first some of those that I didn't like so much, and then I'm gonna get into my absolute favorites because there is a little bit of a tie, and I'm gonna talk about why 2 of these are a tie. So first I'm gonna start with Tom's. And once again, this isn't really me like bad mouthing or anything, this brand, this didn't do anything for me. And which is a shame because it actually smells really good. This is in the flavor, can you say flavor when it's a deodorant? This is in the fragrance Soft Rose, and it smells great. And I'm sure for some people it works well for them, but for me, it just didn't. The whole premise of this is that it supports good bacteria in order to keep skin in a healthy balance. And actually, ironically, this deodorant out of all of the other ones here had the least amount of ingredients, which is normally a great telltale sign, but it was missing a lot of those essential oils that were present in the other ones that seemed to do, I don't know, just do a better job of masking smell for me. So yeah, this one really only has palm oil, castor oil, soybean oil. So yeah, not a lot. This was really trying to focus more on using probiotics, but for my body, didn't really respond well to probiotics. And yes. So the next one I'm going to talk about is a pretty popular one. This is Kopari. This is their coconut oil deodorant, and coconut oil is, as a lot of people know, it's a natural microbial. Smells amazing, super fresh. It has a really nice texture when it goes on. So I loved this deodorant. I wore it for a really, really long time. I mean, at least a year or so. And it is invisible, which is really nice. Slides right on, doesn't come off in any like weird kind of chalky way. But I stopped using it because it honestly just wasn't strong enough for me. I'm a sweater, I'm a hot-natured person, and I really just wanted something that was gonna be a little stronger, a little more intense. And so that's when I started using, I think it's called Piper Y, I'm gonna say. And I actually saw this on Shark Tank, which is the reason I bought it, like so many other people. And the reason I'm showing you 2 different kinds is because I want to call out something really specific about these, because these are not the same. You would think like, oh, one's in a pot and then one is in this kind of similar to the Kopari. It's in like a little roll-on, 1 second, like that. It's in a little roll-on stick. As you can see, I use all of these. I have used all of these. Smells very similar, but I actually looked at the ingredient list and there are a few things missing from this one that are in this one. And once again, it all goes back to a lot of those essential oils that were present in this one. I'm sure it honestly had to do with just getting a formula that would fit into this like roll-on kind of stick situation, but this didn't work as well for me, and I was really disappointed because I was thinking that like and the only reason I actually even ordered this was that I ran out of this one. I just ordered it through Amazon and they were out of stock, and so I was like, oh, okay, fine, I'll just get this one, it's got to be the same. So I just wanted to call that out, is this is not the same formula as this one, and this one actually works better for me. So this one was the first time I ever used a deodorant. See, you can see that I've used a ton of it. I freaking love this stuff. I'd ever really used a deodorant that's come in like a pot. And so you do have to scoop it out with your finger and then kind of rub it in. But honestly, I feel like it rubs really easily into the skin. It's a really nice texture. It has a great scent. It's very like, it's got a little bit, well, it has peppermint oil in it, not a little bit, it's got peppermint oil in it. And that really has like a nice smoothing, calming feel on your underarms, so I like that as well. This one also has activated charcoal, which I think is really good for me in addition to those essential oils. And this has a ton of ingredients, which once again, normally I think with food, you look at it and you're like, ah, there's a lot of ingredients, I don't want to put that on. But these are all super natural, and it's all just like a ton of oils. I mean, literally, I think there's like 12 different kinds of oils in here. So I am a huge fan. And for me, this one was a lot stronger, which is exactly what I needed. And another great thing that I want to call out, and which is why this is actually tied for one of my other favorite natural deodorants, which I will walk into in a second, is because, let me just look up the price point really quick. Okay, yeah, so you can get this on Amazon for $13. And stop it, come here. You can get this on Amazon for $13, and that is a great price for a natural deodorant. Honestly, my assistant is here. I think the Toms actually came in at the cheapest, around $7, but wasn't that effective for me. I think Kopari is around, I don't know, I'll link everything down below, but I want to say that this one is like $15 potentially. So at $13, this one has a really great price point, and I love that you can just get it on Amazon. And the next one is the one that I've been using for a long time, and this is from Beauty Counter. And I never actually ordered anything from Beauty Counter before. I think everything on the site's clean beauty, but I'm not completely sure, don't hold me to that. But what I really love about this one, and I still love to this day, is the fact that it is truly sustainable in every way, because you can actually remove this like inner piece here. I won't take it out now because it's like covered in deodorant. But you can take it out and replace it and keep this outside container. And so that way you're not just like throwing away a ton of plastic every time, because that is the downside. Even though Piper Wipe does come in a glass jar, so it's a lot easier to potentially to recycle. But this has a replaceable sort of plastic interior, which is exactly what I was looking for. There's actually a company in the UK called Wild, and they have a subscription service where you get the refills like every month, but there isn't one like that currently in the US. You can set up a subscription on the Beauty Counter, but the only downside is it's like a hot pink and the colors correspond to the fragrance that you order. So I wanted this rose fragrance, which smells great, but that corresponds with this hot pink outside, which I'm like, it's just not my color. I would have preferred, like I use like the matte black Quip, and I like a lot of stuff's just really more industrial in my bathroom. Instead of have this, I really wouldn't like put this out because I think it's like pretty on my nightstand or anything. So, but yeah, this is the Beauty Counter one. So big points for being able to just replace the inside. I will say it definitely does have a little bit of, what's the word? Like, if you're wearing like a black t-shirt and it gets on it, you're gonna get like deodorant lines a lot easier with this one. But in my opinion, this is my favorite deodorant right now, just because it really works for me. It's filled with a ton of nutritious, amazing oils, very similar to the Piper Wipe. And I just really like this one right now. The other downside to this one though, that's kind of irking me a little bit, and it might make me switch back to the Piper Wipe, is that once again, this one was $13. This one was $13 and this one is quite expensive. I think the initial purchase of it is like, I'm not sure exactly, maybe $25. I do know because I just ordered one though because it's out. See, I'll show you how you can just pop your new one in there and then replace with this. This one, the replacement costs $18, but then shipping's like $7. So you're basically rebuying one. Like $25 for deodorant, that's a lot of money. So I do love how they have that sustainable mindset, but it's a pretty high price point for deodorant right now. So at some point, I don't know, I might switch back to the Piper Y, but I really do love this deodorant. It is a really great natural option. So if you're looking for two potentially different, if you're looking for natural deodorant, I would try these. If you want a cheaper version, maybe try this one first and then go for this one. But these would be my two recommendations. And yeah, if you guys have any other suggestions as well of great natural deodorants, let me know. I know that technology is constantly changing and more brands are sort of getting into this space. So I'm sure there are some other great ones out there, but this has been my natural deodorant journey and I'm glad that I could share it with you all. Hopefully it helped, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.